Alright peeps, we're back for round 2. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Where did we stop? Okay, so Yelena versus Agent Walker, right? And I was talking about how there's too much delay between both characters. There's too much delay between either of them trying to kill, especially Walker, because Walker had to drop on Yelena and he had ample opportunity to kill her if he really wanted to kill her based on the storytelling of Marvel. So I'm not blaming the characters. What I'm blaming, or what I'm addressing, is the sluggish writing or sluggish choreography from Marvel. Again, yes, you don't want to kill these characters because you're introducing them as a collective for the first time to the masses, and I understand that, but at least write the scenes in such a way, or create different scenarios where they've been set up to kill each other in separate scenarios. You know, maybe that would have been better. But in this space, you still have ways to do it where it looks like it's a close call for each character and all characters involved. And then you need to make it a particular point where they get the click in the head where they're like, hold on a minute, who sent you to kill me? Who? Then you realize, hey, we each aren't enemies to each other. We've not deliberately gone after each other. Aha! Maybe some of us don't even know each other exists until today. So who sent you to kill me? Who sent you? Then you realize the main person who sent us to kill each other is the real culprit. So you need the intelligent scene, or where they all click, or where one of them clicks and he or she needs to get everyone's attention to say, hey, pay attention, this seems odd. He ain't lying. Why were we all sent here to kill one another by the same person? You know, at some point it should have clicked quickly, real quick, and then you switch the scene to say, okay, they seem to be figuring out. And then also, as this is going on, you need to show that Valerie is aware of this situation, not aware via her secretary talking to her. And yes, you don't want to have Valerie looking at the screen while she's at the that event she was at. Fine, but you need to maybe have an in-ear piece that that she has in, and she has the secretary letting her know, updating about the scene basically. And now that they're all, because there's a scene that follows after all this kerfuffle that also doesn't make, it's like the stupidity is stacking. But that's Marvel's stupid, weak storytelling these days, that some of you guys apparently call this movie amazing. 10 out of 10, top 10. Some of y'all smoke too much. Damn, son. Right, then let's proceed, shall we? And then the last episode I was saying, when she was on the floor, he had ample time to kill, like all this stuff right here. Pick up a gun, shoot her, throw the shield at her face. See, there's still room to finish her. Finish her! Even when she said, you're not my target, and then he said, but you are. What? If you want to change the tempo of the scene, he could have paused and say, why did you say you're not my target? Who sent you? Then they're discussing, Val sent. Then you say, okay, why did Val send me to kill you, but who are you here to kill? That's strange. So if you're here to kill someone and I kill you, it means that I'm wiping her slate clean. I'm taking care of evidence. And if I kill you and you're here to kill someone, then I assume someone will be sent to kill me as well. Something would, a light bulb will switch in you. Not even light bulb, a supernova will appear in your head. Willingly? Yes. So this scene could have been the scene where he pauses and says, hold on a minute. So we're all here to kill each other, but who sent you? Val. What? Then you pause, you know, but they wanted to keep the action going. That's why I said narrate, or not rate, choreograph the scene differently. Close calls, competency, intelligent fighting, show skills in such a way that both characters or certain characters are moving fast and using their environment, not just magically picking up a suitcase that were just laying there waiting for someone to grab it that apparently can stop bullets. And apparently the killer who's supposed to be killing someone, you shouldn't the suitcase 6 to 7 times. Go for freaking kneecaps. Anyway, let's proceed, man. Only for new characters to jump in. So now, already, that's 2 things. In my head, I'm like, okay, you're not my target. He then says, but I am. Then this chick shows up. I know who she is. She then says, I'm not here for you. So that means someone is setting us up. At this point, you're like, come. Even we, the viewers, are like, oh. But even before the oh here, when I watched the trailer the first time, and the trailer implied heavily this chick put all you guys together to end each other. And at first I thought it was like a testing ground to see how skilled they were, to just test each other's skills. But when I saw that bullets were being shot at, teammates, at these people, then it means these are official kill contracts they've been given. So it wasn't or isn't a training exercise. I thought it was a low-key training exercise that Val set up to test them. But obviously upon seeing the movie, I realized it's not a training exercise. This is supposed to be a real kill squad or kill mission for each character. And no one is asking questions saying, so if we had, basically we're each here to do cleanup, right? And then when the last man or woman is left standing, who's going to clean him or her up?
Nice.
No one is thinking that. But again, it's Marvel's stupid writing. Like I said, I'm not here to blame the characters. I'm addressing the poor writing and directing and choreograph. See, this one I kind of like the fighting a bit, but because I know Taskmaster is supposed to be someone who replicates a character's move.
That's right.
She can mimic and copy your moveset. But even also, her introduction was stupid. First of all, let's take it back because I low-key missed that one.
Damn.
All right, he's walking up to Yelena right here. And again, Taskmaster also has to drop on Agent Walker here. But she does the same mistake based on poor writing and poor choreography. She does the same mistake Walker did when he had to drop on Yelena. She didn't shoot him or throw the shield at his head. She, knowing that he's got a super soldier serum in his blood, you better throw that shield fast and pick up one of the two guns that are on the floor. Yelena's gun is on the floor there. And what's his name? Agent Walker's gun is also on the floor. Pick up one of those two guns or pick up both of those guns. Because again, remember, you're here to kill. You do it fast, proficiently, efficiently, and get out. She can see two people fighting. And as she stated, I'm not here for you. So that means she's here for one target. And she was sent here to get that one target. So that means she's not trying to get two for the price of one. I got a second one, by the way. Here, where's my extra bonus payment? No, I'm here for one specific target. Now you have to drop on this dude. Why kick him? Was the mission kill the target, tango with him or her by any chance, dance, have tea, coffee, fisticuff a little bit? No, you have a weapon, use it, throw the shield at his head. So again, this is poor choreographing from Marvel Studios and whoever put this whole kerfuffle together. You're trying to convince the viewers on paper these trained killers and trained assassins have been put together to kill one another. So that's on paper. So then how do you project that on screen to make it look compelling enough? And these are people who are in the business. You're telling me you don't watch other movies to get some form of inspiration? Or is it one of those weird things where I don't want to watch another movie to taint my creative juices or my creative flow? I've seen John Wick. John Wick 1 alone can give you different ways of doing a fight scene with guns, with daggers, with weapons or tools or whatever items in your hand when you're going against, when two professional, skilled, trained killers are going, hand to hand. And in this world, you've got a person like this guy with a super soldier serum in his body. So is he got the strength of 2 men, 4 men, 6 men, 5.5 men, 2.4 men? What? So since the world is the way it is, you got to give us John Wick level fighting. You got to give us John Wick level choreography. You got to give us the Raid level choreography, because on paper, these are killers here to kill. Not have discussions, not ponder who's your target. Are you here to tickle me? I'm here to tickle you. So who's here to tickle me when I finish tickling you? What are we doing? What are we doing? Be precise. Even though, again, the idea is to put these whole guys together, give us close calls. This is not close calling. Walking to your target doesn't make sense when you have a weapon that can close the gap between you and your target. And said weapon can bounce back to you after you've thrown it at a particular target or location. I assume. Is it only Captain America's shield that does that because it's vibranium, or does his shield do that? I don't know. But you have a distance. Don't walk to your target when you know your target might have some tool or tools on her person that could stun you, tickle you, shock you, make you fart, make you sleep, put a gas in your nostrils. You don't know. And again, you are here to kill. So I'm not here to chat with you. Where's your stun grenade? Where's your stun baton? Where's your taser? Why don't you have something to make sure, even though you're not sure about killing the target, you subdue the target and then start talking? Sometimes some of I feel you feed the stupidity that these companies are allowed to just put out. I can't call this movie amazing. I can't call it really good. It's okay. It's all right. It has its problems, a lot of it. Now, aside from the mental problem allegory or the touch on mental illness, all that stuff is beautiful. I just wish it was done in a different movie or addressed differently in this movie, because Val is sick.
What?
That is a very, very disturbed person.
But why?
In real life, you've gone to different people and recruited them without them picking up the phone to call you. They don't even know who or what you are. You've gone to each and every one person and found ways to rope yourself in, and I'll give you this freedom. I'll wipe your slate clean. You've done whatever. You've manipulated people long enough to have them do your dirty work here and there. And now you're under some weird issue from your government. And I personally don't know which faction of said US government employed her and gave her the go ahead to do all the things she's been doing. If you're saying it's an allegory for how filthy the United States of America is, how filthy your politicians are, and how filthy your government is, that's different. Make it obvious, make it direct, say it with your chest, so people say, oh, this is an allegory, but not only for mental illness, but how filthy the corruption is in America, how filthy the government is, how filthy you go for it, how filthy government officials are, the mayor, the president, yada yada yada. Get in there, son.
He ain't lying.
Get in there and show that you mean what you're saying, so that way people understand what they're doing. This is just silly. Look at all this nonsense. She too standing, doing all this talking. Then that means you don't want to kill that person, because you know he's a super soldier. Just kicking him is not going to. You might feel a little wobble. That was a little bruise, but that's not going to hurt. So you need to put 10 times your strength to make sure he's down and he's hurt. Or you throw a lot of blood. If you want to take down someone like a super soldier, you go for the obvious momentum part of the body. You get impulses from your brain, or you get signals from your brain, information from your brain to move your fists and yada yada yada. Go for the head. He ain't moving shit.
He ain't lying.
He has a helmet on, fine. You go for his kneecaps and his ankles. I don't care how super soldier he is. He's not moving shit, because your mobility is on pause right now. Your kneecaps you put a lot of pressure and a lot of attacks on those kneecaps and ankles. You are going night-night for a while. I don't care how muscly or how tough your serum is. Your anatomy still functions. It ain't like you got vibranium running through your bloodstream.
That boy is good.
I wish she really mirrored his fight scenes here, but yeah, he had a drop on her and it makes sense. Nah, she's someone who's supposed to mimic the person she's fighting. And this one now, Ghost, she's the only OP character in this room right now. I don't care what super soldier serum you have. If she phases into your heart, you're done. Your brain, you're done. Your kneecaps, you're done. Your joints, you're done. Your liver, your lungs, your spleen, your spine, your private parts, your eyeball, your nose. Come on, son. This is the most OP character in this room without any super soldier serum. And she's got skills. So all she has to do is phase through your body and you're finished. Remember what I said earlier on. On paper, these are skilled warriors, killers. But I feel even without enough skill on her part, just having that suit alone gives her a massive edge, massive upper hand against anyone in this room. Taskmaster can't replicate her moves because Taskmaster doesn't have a suit. Taskmaster only mimics your fight moves, not your abilities. So you have a suit that allows you to phase through, or is it her molecular structure? I can't remember the story from the Ant-Man movie, but she can essentially wipe out all these characters in the room without breaking sweat at all, without flinching. So now we know her target is Taskmaster. So this part between her and Walker doesn't bother me at all.
There you are.
Now what?
Look at himself.
See, you can do that, and even it's like Marvel doing this whole enter character 4. No, I don't give a shit. Just get on with it. Because when Taskmaster was down, Ghost could have easily gone behind her, popped her in the back of the head. Done. You could have made this scene a lot shorter, and then we're back on Walker and Yelena, and Ghost Lady walks out. Or she phases, because we didn't even see her come in. She just phased in, and she phases out. And the fact that Yelena came to kill Ghost Lady, or Ghost, and she didn't wear any tech or a beacon on her gauntlet or visor or contact lens to allow her to see when she's phasing in and out of dimensions or reality, whatever she's doing. You came to kill someone who has that ability and suit on, and you're telling me Val, who hired someone like her, didn't create a device that can allow you to see her when you're going to hunt someone like her. So are you now seeing what I'm seeing? This is now, it's revealing the level of stupidity. Not on, damn it. It's revealing the level of stupidity in Marvel storytelling, but it's pouring into the characters. Val hired you to go after this target. You need a specific set of tools and gadgets to be able to see where this chick is coming from. And then how do you even fight someone like that when she's behind you? Even if you have a gauntlet that lets you know, the gauntlet needs a voiceover behind you. So even having tools, you don't know, you can't predict what direction or angle she's coming from. All the tools will help you do is see when she's phasing in and out. But you want to have a device that will be able to stop her from doing that. Or you want to have a gadget on you that will stop that suit from functioning temporarily or permanently or long enough for you to take your target down. And at this point, Yelena should have just clucked and said, hold on a minute. Now there's 4 of us in this room and my main target has showed up. Val didn't tell me this. Guys, pause. Who sent any of you here? Val. Now the dynamic of the scene has changed again because Marvel is just doing dumb shit for the sake of doing dumb shit. They haven't even predicted that the audience will be far aware by now who sent them. And when the audience already figures out what's going on in the movie before your characters, it feels slow, sluggish, and silly. Because out of 3 people, 1 person would have been able to figure out that, hold on a minute, this is odd, even though my target shows up in the room as a 4th person. But even before Taskmaster came in, the fact that Yelena said, you're not even my target, I would have been like, you're not even my target, who sent you? Val. Even before that, by me saying you're not even my target, then my question is, okay, if you're not even my target, that sounds like you're aware Val sent both of us. So this is conflict of interest. And this is supposed to be an intelligent person who's hired me to kill someone. So why are you then here in the same space? What kind of kill mission is that where a competent person will send 2 killers? Damn. You need to start questioning the competency of your boss who sent you to kill this person, because you got no tools, no gadgets, no nothing to kill this person. And then how would you have found this woman when you know she phases in an... You can't tell me you don't know the target you've been sent to kill. That doesn't make sense for a Black Widow operative. This is someone who's been doing this thing for a long time, since childhood, since they were children. So you'd know how to Google, or not even Google, you'd know how to backwater or back secret or backdoor, whatever. And even if you're stuck doing that, you ask Val, hey, yo, who have you sent me to kill? What are her strengths and weaknesses? Or she phases. Oh, I need something that will let me dephase her when she's phased. How about sending me to those... Marvel just gets away with these things because people let them. People don't do enough breakdowns. Aside from people like Pitch Meeting and other particular YouTubers, people who say, oh, a good movie. No, I feel aside from calling out the good parts, saying the mental illness stuff, the mental health stuff, beautiful. Glad that they touched on it, but I feel it's misplaced in this kind of movie. I see what they try to do with Paul, the Sentry character, fine, or Bob, whatever his name is, but it's misplaced. Because you're touching on the mental illness thing, but it's showing how stupid these characters are based on the stupidity of Marvel, how they've written it for the audience, or people like myself. I don't want to say the audience because apparently a lot of people love this. This is what people call good movie going experience. Shit. Ghost could have easily killed her. You see, I love this part right there because I don't even know if the suit is based on instinct, because the first thing Black Widow does is right there. So imagine now, this is their first encounter. No one else is in the room. It's Black Widow and Ghost. Do you think Black Widow stands a chance? You're saying Black Widow. Do you think Yelena stands a chance? She doesn't. Super Soldier Serum or not, they're both regular human beings, but you're going against someone who has a massive upper hand. You've got your stun, you got weapons, you got guns. Bring him. But this girl can phase through all objects, to my knowledge so far. I don't know if there's a limit in terms of vibranium or adamantium. She can't phase through anything or certain things. But so far, just right there, imagine if this was their first encounter. No one else in the room, just Yelena and Ghost. Now it's looking like Ghost foresaw that move and she hit the button in time, or the suit acts as a it's how do I put it? It's like it's got a mind of its own where it knows there's I've got low battery, where it knows there's a projectile coming towards the suit, so it activates the phasing thing without her having to hit a button on the suit. So I don't know how you were sent to fight someone like her, and you didn't do your homework to find the right tools necessary, or you don't even know what her suit is made of to counter the phasing. This whole scene is a reflection of how stupid Marvel is when it comes to movies like this. You just want to do a thing, and furthermore, it even adds to my my dislike for this movie when they call themselves the New Avengers. This is a gimmick movie. This isn't a proper movie with intelligence, with competency, with proper choreography, and people realizing they were played by a woman, and then they did nothing because they're supposed to be good people, even though they've done bad things. We can't kill you. You better lock her up and show proof. This woman manipulated each and every one of you and sent you here, each and every one of you, with the intention to kill you. God damn it. It's an amazing movie. See, she doesn't stand a chance. Look how this one, I don't even know what she is. Is she a meta? Because she pins her to the ground. She's already stood up. She just phased. Do you know how long it takes for someone to get up from the floor? She already phased from the ground and she kicked in the gut in like a split second. Look, this is someone who came to kill you. You don't stand a chance. This is poor pairing. You don't stand a chance. And again, all this time they were both fighting. This chick could have killed this dude. Taskmaster could have shot him in the face right now. She gave him enough time to stand up with the gun in his hand, shake it off a bit, then draw. Do you see what I'm saying? Why would you wait for him to stand up? Are you up? Okay, let me draw now. I said I do see you doing. I'm throwing gas grenades, extra grenades, and some shuriken just for good measure.
Give this man a shield.
She waits for homeboy to get up before she pulls the bow. That's stupid.
Willingly? Yes.
And it's showing the poor cutting and poor choreography. If this was done well with proper choreography, by the time they cut, in fact, here as Yelena is getting up, all you just hear is boom. And then the camera cuts to the scene where Walker's been hit by the impact of the arrow because he just about blocks it in time. You who are someone who carries a shield, puts your shield down and pulls a bow and arrow and shoots straight on at someone who's going to block instinctively up. Come on, this is someone called Taskmaster who mimics her opponent's move. Why would you aim for the most natural place a human being would go for to defend themselves is the head, the face, the torso? You go for the legs. You go for the testicles. You go for the nether regions. You go for the knees. Once you see that, in fact, how can Yelena come here with a stun baton? You, who are here to kill a super soldier, you didn't bring anything to throw stun grenades, flashbang grenades, then throw your missile. Because by that time he's all disorientated,
What?
and is wobbly all over the place. He can't see per se. You lace him with that missile arrow, he's finished. They're not frantically behaving like people who are here to kill. They're here to kill, and upon this killing, whatever they want will be granted to them. Or kill this last target, you're free. Do this, you're free. Do that, you're free. And if they're being puppeted by said person, at this point in the mission, hold on a minute, pause. Who sent you guys to do all this? Val, who said if I kill one of you, you would give me green card. Go for your target. Now the whole movie is switched. This could have been a very short movie.
That's right.
So you mean Val who sent you? So if I kill you, then you start to connect the dots. You say, hold on a minute, this bitch. She said if I take you guys out, she would give me a green card and free. I'll not become an American citizen. I'll become this. I'll be free from. Come on. Again, competency, your intelligence level of the characters is so numb just for people to enjoy. And don't think too hard. Just go in there and eat popcorn and enjoy the movie.
Don't ask questions.
Look at this. Oh, it's such a painful scene to witness.
Too damn bad!
Look. Oh, painful. Come on. It's the first thing I would do naturally. In fact, I'll probably crouch and then block the whole thing, just like the Spartans in 300 movie, as big as my shield is. And that's a strong enough shield despite it not being vibranium. You go for the one place he naturally wouldn't go for. Me, because I know how strong my shield is enough. And I know I don't want to get hit by that shit. I'm going down and blocking my whole body as best as I can cover myself. And then throw the thing real quick or duck out of the way. He does it. At least I like what she did there. She bends down at least, covering most of her vital organs. But again, you get clipped in the leg. It don't matter how vital your organs are. You ain't running to close the gap between you and me. I don't care how good you are. All the skill and your thinking and your hoopah and your parkour won't do nothing when your legs are not mobile, when they're not functioning.
That boy is good.
All right, let me pause the video here so I can do charge up my camera, and then we can do a round 3, because like I said, this is going to be a long one, man.
No! God, please, no! No!
Get your popcorn ready for round 3. I'm enjoying this, man, because I don't like watching dumb shit on screen. I don't like being insulted. I don't like my eyes and my intelligence being ridiculed. Go to the movie and just eat popcorn and turn your brain off. No.
That's right.
Not after I've seen the first John Wick movie, not after I've seen the Raid movie. Nah, there's some movies out there that treat the audience well, with respect. Say, yo, in this movie, we say we're going to do this, and we do it. Yeah. All right, peeps, I'll catch you on the third movie. I'll catch you all in the third breakdown. Deuces.